What's up, chat? It is Wednesday, my dudes. We have been visited once again by the redoubtable Warhamster, who has shared with us some fun stuff to talk about today. I was actually at a loss for what to talk about. I was looking through things earlier, and we were dropped an incredible meme that is sweeping the Tyranid community, which I'm so excited to talk about. It's got Auspex tactics videos about it. It's got coverage in multiple communities. It's incredible. More like Clarence Day. Indeed. Yeah, so to be clear, there's no actual release, but there is a new miniature, which everyone's very excited about. I know occasionally on Wednesdays, because we get content drops on Wednesdays, we do talk about actual new releases. We're not doing that today. I want anybody to think that's crazy, but we will go through an incredible thing. It's the sweeping charity community. I think to ease us in, we could do some regular old sort of like drama content. Hey, Bucket of Steel Cable, what's up?
At Bucket of Steel Sybil donated $6 Canadian and 99 cents through Super Chat.
That is how
Crazy, we got a new Tyranid epic hero before the Tyranid's prime with Lash Whip.
And he is a hero, is he not? One of the greatest heroes of the faction. Yeah, so I think to ease us in, we're gonna go through some good old-fashioned content here. Talk about some fun threads that have been going around, doing the rounds, as they say. I think it looks like my thing cuts off the top here, so we can't see the name. All right, there we go. That's better. Here's a good one. You ready, chat? There's a couple good ones. We'll hop into one or two threads, and we'll get into the main talking peak here. I do want to mention as well, I'm going to be live immediately after the stream. We're actually starting a little early today. So if it does look like we're early, it's because I have a game scheduled directly after this, like immediately afterwards, over on Twitch. So come hang out with me over there afterwards. Anyway, this is an interesting discussion. It seems kind of innocuous. Odd drop, 8074. So there's something weird about trying to back out from an obvious loss. I went to a G2 earlier this month. I had run a list I thought would be good. It's Chaos Knights, but ended up getting half its army squashed turn one. I have a habit of conceding when I'm in a losing position. I don't know why, because you like to win probably. But when I concede, even after knowing I'm going to lose, they would vehemently insist that I keep playing. I swear they're doing it to embarrass me. They just hate me. My opponent hates me, and they want me to feel bad. Or do the whole you can still win thing, even after ripping my forces to shreds. So that is something that, like, I think, and I imagine that odd drop 8074 here is probably not a hugely experienced player. If they are getting their entire army destroyed turn one, I mean, there's ways around that. You're going to a GT, it probably has standardized terrain setups, right? It's gone are the days of the Wild West of terrain where it's like, my army keeps dying around one. Here's a picture of the table I played on, and it's two trees in an outhouse. You know, you're probably on USO or UKTC or WTC terrain formats. Most armies, in most cases, not 100% of the time, to be fair, but most of the time, you're going to have places to hide your dudes. And if your entire army's dead turn one, probably not, you're not 100% clear on how to do that, I guess. I love this idea that, like, my opponents are out to get me. They're doing it to embarrass me, or doing the whole you can still win. And that is a thing that happens. If you've watched any of my live streams at all, the number of times in round two I say, well, this game's over, I'm going to lose. And then I win by 2 at the end is crazy. It happens all the time, especially with bottom 5 scoring. If you're going second and you're not tabled, and your opponent isn't up by like 50, by the end of first battle round, you have a very limited understanding of how the game's actually going to go, because a lot of times you can actually come back from a score standpoint. But I don't know. It seems to be fair. You know, my opponent alpha strikes me. It's really bad. I'm probably going to lose. I will concede. I swear my opponents are out to get me. They wanted me to keep playing. It seems like a pretty innocuous thread. The fun part are all of these replies that have been wildly wildly downvoted because this comment section got absolutely nuts. So a lot of people basically make the point that like both players came to play a game. They want to play a game too. It's a 2-player game. If you concede, they can't play anymore. In fairness, if you're in a GT, you're here for 5 games. And if I'm up against somebody who's probably going to be like salty and they just want to concede, I would prefer to not have them like just be there and be a Debbie Downer and have a bad time the whole time, rather than go through the entire game. Like I got the W and we can take a break before the next round. It's not the end of the world. Some people just don't want to play right now, and I totally get it. So I don't necessarily think that it's like you are required to play out the game for the sake of your opponent. Both players are party to it. And, you both have to basically be consenting to continue the experience. It's not like good and it's not respectful to them to concede immediately, but I don't think you should be obligated if you're not having fun. All right, let's see if we can find some OP. Yeah, here we go. Some OP comments, because there is a huge announcement about their comments. My local tournament consists. Arnesian over here responds, my local community very much encourages playing the game out. We have teams events, and in those, every point counts. If you're going to lose, focus on reducing your opponent's lead so your team still has a shot at winning the round. That is good. It's good to understand how the late game plays. It can be a bit of a lost art where you're like, oh, I'm up ahead. I'm up in a big way by round 3. And then you end up like the lead shrinks and you lose because you don't have any experience playing late game board states. And playing all the way through is important for sure. Being able to play the game out through a loss is very useful mindset and skill to have. It definitely helps the sportsmanship vibes when you can stick with it. Get rid of all these ants. Odd Drop here says, my local tournament consists of the best players in the world. Does it? And they don't see me as anything special. It's weird that they still ask me to continue playing regardless. Okay. Interesting. People's Ragnar says, we're here to roll dice, not just you. Play the game and learn. Giving up teaching you. Giving up is teaching you absolutely nothing, I think, is what he's trying to say here. Audrop says, there's nothing to lose from you losing half your army turn 1. Well, I mean, you can learn how not to do that, probably. I don't know how you're constructing these board states where your entire army dies immediately as soon as the game starts. Spare surprises. This is a toxic mindset. You're not going to learn from your losses if you just mentally give up after making a mistake. You have to make those mistakes to learn from them. Audrop says, maybe if it was an actual close game, I could learn something. Getting table turn 2 is neither fun nor learning me anything. Response being, I don't think you want help here. I think you just want to moan because your answer to every comment has just been, but I just lose turn 1. Why don't you find a game you enjoy? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Spare surprise. Telling them to basically like get good or leave, I guess. I do enjoy the game. It's just tournaments that are the only way for me to play the game, and I tend to let the sweaters take their win and chill with the lower level players. Nateas here says, you don't tend to do anything of the sort. You've pushed back against people telling you explicitly that they want to spend their time playing instead of slinking off like a tantruming child. That's not letting them take their way to chilling. It's moping and pouting because you go to tournaments and then don't have the character to bring your sportsmanship with you. And Corin Avatan here says, no, you enjoy the game when you think that you're winning. Oh, man. So Corin had like this huge paragraph, like series of paragraphs he wrote. To the OP, the responses you are making to all the comments here, frankly, show that you are being immature about losing and are self-sabotaging your games. Frankly, we don't need to be a therapist or recognize that you're failing to deal with your own social anxiety and validation issues by blaming everyone but yourself. You constantly say there isn't anything to learn, but wait, you're saying going to GTs are the only way to get games for you. Seems pretty clear that since you concede when you think you're losing, you've never learned how to play your faction on the back foot because you just give up. You likely can't recognize when an opponent has expended their go turn and are in a position where they will likely be overextended and ripe for a Zauntert effect. Is that a meme? Oh, I bet that's just a X is next to C, so I guess it's probably just a typo. A Zauntertefak. Can we normalize this verbiage here? I love that, actually. That's a good word. I will now. You've expended your. I mean, you've fallen into my trip. You've expended your alpha strike. Now it's time for my Zauntertefak. Go get them, boys. You keep on saying it's your opponent's fault for being sweaty tryhards. It's not your fault that you exposed too much of your army that 50% is gone turn one. Yeah, that's like the crazy part to me. I think this is much of an exaggeration. It feels to me like it's one of those situations where you're like, I'm playing a knight and 3 war dogs, and I lost 2 war dogs, and now it's over. You're like, wait a minute. That's not half your army. That's like 300 points. That's just like a blow, but not the end of the game. You're just like, oh, you shot me and I died? I hate this. I'm out. Scoop. I don't know. That's crazy. Otherwise, you're just fully wholesale. Your entire army goes mid, and then your opponent's like, I guess I'll kill you. And you're like, how could I possibly have lost this way? This is crazy. There is nothing to learn from that, really. I think I would be thinking you'd be learning that you're overextending on your first turn. Your deployment is not properly hiding your units. There seems to be absolutely no reflection on your own decisions or how you can improve, but rather it's completely everyone else's fault. You are literally just refusing to learn to lose with grace. It seems a lot of this stems from social anxiety where you would feel that. Yeah, I don't know if we need to psychoanalyze the guy. So... kind argument over here. Says they're showing more fight in these comments than they do in their average third battle round. Fucking brutal. Oh my god. So I get this, right? You don't losing, or at least making a mistake and being punished for it fucking sucks. And you especially if you get into a tilted position, you don't really it's natural. It's a natural human experience to simply try to extricate yourself from that situation. You're just like, I just want to get away, right? And I can see the games in that situation too, where you're just like, fuck, I'm terrible. Why am I doing this? This is stupid. So I get it, but it does seem to be the case where this person is making what seems like a repeated mistake and is refusing to repair it. I just lost my note sheet here. And fortunately for us, there is a happy ending to the story, chat. I have a happy ending. So 2 days after the original post was posted, Drop posted an update. I owe you all an apology. After I made my post, I'm not really sure why people want me to keep playing match besides losing at the very beginning. Decided to look back at the comments. Felt like I had been an obnoxious slob. Self-reflective. That doesn't care about other people. He does call himself a fairly kind person, which I don't know if is the best look, but that's okay. The whole debacle started in the 5th round of a January GT. On the 3rd round, I had lost to Emperor's Children and firmly believed Fulgrim was too hard to kill. Really? This is the takeaway? Fulgrim is too hard to kill? Okay. Turn 1 ended with Fulgrim in my face again. So we played 2 games against Court of the Phoenician, and Fulgrim just goes face. Where are your despoilers, my guy? Immediately, I didn't want to play anymore. I wanted to go home. Match ended turn 2 with all my big knights dead. Oh my god. I know that it's because of my bad deployment, but at the moment, all I saw was knights suck and every other faction is OP. Classic. Instead of reviewing how I played and adjusting what didn't work, I made the former post that caused this mess. I had also found that I had been acting this way for years without noticing it. As the moment something bad happens to me, I mentally go limp. I get that too. One comment from the post noted that I had no idea what to do whenever I was on the losing side of a game. It made me think of how I was approaching my games, especially with my defeatist attitude. I'm always feeling like I'm not worth playing against because of my awful skills compared to my opponents, and I'd constantly believe that they didn't care about me or made fun of me because of it. In reality, I would chat with some of them and find out they were always willing to play a game with anyone, regardless of skill. There's usually in any situation, there's always interesting things to learn off of board state, even if you play somebody who's a novice, right? You can teach yourself how to be a better kind of advocate for the game, right? You can learn how to make the game seem like be more fun for both players, I think, which is a valuable skill to have. So like regardless of the skill level of the people in this person's community, I think that there's always going to be benefits for them playing right against each other. And especially if this guy, if what he said is true and he plays against the best players in the world, I think that, I don't know, there's probably the case to be made that a lot of these games, especially in competitive play, where if they pair with somebody who's significantly, beneath their skill level, I think that there's probably still value in that game because they can kind of like rep their and expand their own like personal brand. If you're like a hyper competitive, like semi-professional player, there's like, I don't know, you might have a coaching service, you might have content creation and stuff like that. And being able to promote yourself in a way to people who are less skilled than you, I think makes the game valuable regardless of the situation. So like, I think that that's probably legitimately the case. Next step forward, I'm going to try to how to remove my defeatist attitude, listening for advice, joining a team that can nudge me in the right direction. Along with that, I feel that it's my time to go to therapy. Wow, this is like a breakthrough here. Fearing that this might be something bigger than I expected. For now, I'm responsible for my skills, behavior, attitude towards other players. I don't want to ruin the fun because I can't handle a loss. What a self-reflective post chat. I like this story because we get someone who comes off a GT and is tilted because they didn't perform as well as they wanted to, and for some reason they kept being killed by Fulgrim. And then they reflected on themselves and they said, hey, actually, maybe I'm the problem, and I'm gonna go work on myself. What a positive outcome. We like that. Be sure to emote on your opponent when you make 12 4-up saves. Yeah. Yeah, you have to emote IRL. You hit him with the dab. After Fulgrim fully takes like a Cerastus Lancer and then kills it. Similar topic, I think it's extremely poor etiquette to schedule a match, show up for it, and then during round one mention that they have to leave early. Wait, does that happen? I agree with that for sure. I mean, sometimes you like schedule a match and you're like, check swatch, we can play. Like, I have 2.5 hours to play, that'll be fine. And then your opponent is like, oh, I haven't set up the table and like our pregame took 30 minutes and now we have an hour to play. And you're like, oh fuck, okay. Like it happens sometimes. I get that, but if it's like a competitive, like a league or something, you're like, oh, I have to leave early. Actually, do you mind if I take the win? That is unhinged. Unless you're like absolutely like dumpstering your opponent or something really early. Should we talk about another thread, chat? This is for earlier this week. I love this one. This one makes I loved it. I love this. This is one of my favorite threads of all time. Significant other aggro alert. But appears with a bucket of gods in 30 minutes. It's happened to you multiple times. But like, if they're like, oh, can I, like, do you agree I would win? But it's like a pickup game. Like, who cares? Just tell them that they won. Whatever. It is shitty to like pre-schedule the game and be like, all right, I have to go in 2 hours. And you're like, well, a game of Warhammer is 3 hours. Why did you come here? That is bad. But if it's like a league, it's like, oof. Can we talk about the thread? That's the next one I got up here, chat. This one, I love this one. Here we go, chat. Shot Raisin 5543. The title says it all. The Dark Angels win rate is low because of the players. You hear that? Every Dark Angels player in chat, you fucking suck. I know it's interesting. I have mixed feelings about this. I know the title is a bit aggressive, but this is kind of a discourse post. Personally, I've been playing since the end of 9th edition as a Necron player who's dabbled in other factions. One of those factions being Dark Angels. They were always pretty rough before Wrath of the Rock, forced to play a Gladius Task Force. Yucky. What? Oh, terrible. We're slumming it with GTF. Oh, boy. It was only not thematic, but also pretty bad. That being said, this all changed when Wrath of the Rock and Lion were buffed. Personally, I had lots of success with the army at this time. It was when I learned the Dark Angels Discourse channels on Discord, Reddit, etc. Entered Dark Angels Discourse channels, excuse me. From there, I had pretty baffling conversations with most players who spoke about competitive play, but clearly lacked the knowledge of competitive play. A lot of advice and others I received was bin all your utility units, spec it, and damage and pray. Invader ATVs, scout squads, get them out of here. More Deathwing Knights. It's all about Deathwing Knights. Everything's a Deathwing Knight. If you have any units in your army that's not a Deathwing Knight, get it the fuck out. 3 Deathwing Knights and Lionel Johnson. That's it. That's all. I eventually grew a bit bored with Wrath of the Rock, went back to Necrons. It was then I noticed the pattern. I want to preface this by saying my method for finding games is competitive games in the TTS Warhammer Discord. Online tournaments and some IRL games in my LGS. Pretty much every Dark Ages opponent I face either had a very rough understanding of the game or wasn't very good. Oh my god. I wish I could say this about every Dark Ages opponent I played. I have had distinctly the opposite experiences playing against Dark Ages players. But maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm trash. That might be the case. It's also important to note that I played quite a few games against Dark Ages, upwards of 25 to 30 in a few months. That's actually crazy. You played 25 games against Dark Angels in like 3 months? Just every other day I play a Dark Angels matchup. That can't be right. And except for a few exceptions, most of what I learned after games was how their detachment was so trash and all their units sucked. Which is like, okay, the detachment isn't meta-defining, but they get a good prime arc. They have Deathwing Knights. They're good at playing objectives. Literally a top 5 character unit in the game in Azrael, with 3 of the best buffs in the game. Having bad leaders like Belial. We get a Belial shout out. Let's go. That is so good. They do have like Lionel Johnson's incredible, like is great. I don't want to say incredible. He's very good. Azrael's incredible, and then like Belial, like Azrael's at the top of the epic hero tier list, and then Belial's just like he's sunk below like F tier. He's somewhere. He's literally just entered hell on the tier list of epic heroes of the game. If the complaint is all my lists look the same, then sure. But if it isn't, it's never the list's fault. It's always Games Workshop's balancing team. So here's my conclusion and hypothesis. I think Dark Angels win rate is lower than it actually should be. And it's because they're a cool faction. What I mean by this is they attract a lot of newer players who definitely have a huge route of Space Marines because of their aesthetics, which makes sense. It also means a lot of newer or less competitive people join for their aesthetics, play, don't do amazing, and complain on forums about how much they suck. Which does happen with other factions, but I think it happens much more in Dark Angels because they are such a draw for new players. Incredible thread, chat. I am of mixed opinion about this thread. To some extent, I think that I don't know. I think it might be a little overblown. Is Wrath of the Rock bad and unplayable and are Dark Angels terrible? No. I think that's clearly demonstrably not true. Are they as good as like Gladius, Blades of Ultramar Ultramarines? Also, no. And therein lies the problem where it's like they're not top tier, so they don't like cut into like the upper echelon of the metagame very often. Currently, they do sometimes when they're good, but they're like a solid B, right? So it's not like this faction's going to constantly be like doing well and always in the limelight. But it's not like they're terrible. They're a terrible faction. Which, I don't know, throw some credence to, like, if you're a hyper-competitive player and you're always playing against, like, people who are slightly lower skill level than you, and you have like, a cutting-edge meta build, and they're playing, like, Dark Angels, I could see that it would feel pretty bad for them to be like, I'm playing what I think is good, and I'm losing. To Ultramarines and stuff a bunch of times because their mechanics are better than mine. I think to some extent that is an issue with Space Marines in general. And I also think that this whole problem is an issue with Space Marines in general too, because their player base is so large. So this point that this guy makes where he says a lot of people join the faction because it's cool, and that brings in a lot of newer players. Heyo.
Edriong 6,931 donated $5 through Super Chat. Heresy. Our Lord and Saviour Belial was slandered. Purify the heretic that does not understand his piety. Thou shalt only create precision on 6s.
I can't believe that they would say Belial isn't great. How could they? He does mortal wounds on 6s in melee. how could you possibly defeat him? He's basically uninteractable. He will do a little bit of damage to you. So I don't know. So I think that this also does occur to some extent. What's the word? With Space Marines in general, because a lot of people join Space Marines and a lot of new players join Space Marines, and it's very clear that Space Marines, like currently, some factions of Space Marines, I don't want to say the entire faction, but some factions of Space Marines are clearly the best army in the game. I don't think it's particularly controversial to say Ultramarines are the strongest army in 40k right now. However, in a lot of cases, their win rate doesn't necessarily showcase that because you also get a lot of newer players playing Ultramarines. And sometimes you just watch, like, you know, the guy who just rocked up to his RTT with 18 Victrix Honor Guard go 1-2 because he thinks he's going to win because he's playing 18 Victrix Honor Guard, but his opponents actually know how to score points. And that does just happen. And I do think that that's probably the case for most Space Marine subfactions. I kind of feel this way about some other factions. Maybe not Dark Angels quite as much, because I do, like, I don't know. I think Dark Angels do have some, like, legitimately difficult. Like, it is legitimately, in some cases, difficult to play Dark Angels. A lot of their faction-specific stuff is built around, like, mid-strength attacks that don't have the bonus to wound from Oath of Moment, right? They don't have good Oath. They have bad, non-compliant Oath. And you're like, we're swinging a bunch of, like, you know, whatever, strength 6 melee attacks with Deathwing Knights or whatever. And it's like, it's a lot of melee units, and they're counterplayable, and sometimes, like, if your opponent's text to sweep heavy infantry, they can kill you your unique stuff really easily. So I get it. There are some difficult things, you know, with Dark Angels, but I feel this is gonna be controversial, chat. I feel this way about Black Templars. I've always felt that Black Templars have this, like, crazy swath of powerful like mechanics, and it's shocking to me that they underperform so hard. I think it's part of the other problem too is that Space Marines in general. And it's just, I think, affects Dark Angels and Black Templars and probably most of the other, like, Space Marine subfactions that aren't Blood Angels, maybe? Because Blood Angels play very differently and they're also very strong right now. But I think that there's an evaporative problem with Space Marines where as soon as one subfaction becomes really good, everyone becomes a player of that subfaction. So, like, for the longest time, it was like, well, Black Templars are pretty good at that Gladius Task Force build. You know, we run some Sword Brother and stuff. That's pretty solid. And then everyone suddenly was playing blue Black Templars. They're playing blue Templars. And then, as soon as the blue Black Templars, they were like, we're going to nerf the castle and stuff and make it more expensive. And then we're going to release Victrix Honor Guard. Suddenly, all those Sword Brethren were making some pretty convincing proxies for Victrix Honor Guard. And I think the people who are highly enfranchised and who are, like, very dedicated to winning, they tend to just swap the subfaction they're playing rather than stick with one. This is part of the reason that I don't think that Space Marines are in a position to continuously sustain the subfaction mechanics they're currently using because the ease of swapping between them is too much. I think you need, like, legitimately just different mechanics for the different factions. It's not ideal right now, in my opinion. And that's probably the other thing that's happening here, where you're like, oh my God, Dark Angels win rate's really low, even though their mechanics are okay. Well, that's because all the people with a high win rate move to Victrix Honor Guard because their win rate could be even higher. So why don't we play that? So I think this is twofold. I just love that we basically said the quiet part out loud here. You're like, yeah, to some extent, like, a lot of good players, like, switch to other factions or whatever, and new players, like, tend to pick up these armies. And this guy's just like, yeah, that just means the community sucks. Which is, I think, interesting. It's a funny take. Is it wrong? Not entirely. Definitely, I think, to some extent, but not entirely. And I think it's a very funny thread. In any case, Stormlance Salamanders. I don't know about that. What is that? Shadow Mark Talon 3 months ago, yeah. I just look at whatever subfaction John Lennon puts on his, like, white and blue Space Marines, and like, just watch John Lennon play Space Marines, right? Like, last year they were Dark Angels. We streamed them in Crucible last year, right? They were Dark Angels, and then this year they were Raven Guard. And now, in the moments in between, they've been Ultramarines. They're probably Ultramarines now. And it's just whatever faction's good. They just turn into that faction. You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to be able to stop that from happening, right? Space Marines, all the factions using the same models means that by definition, they're easy to switch back and forth. But the problem is that it's hard to balance for one versus the other if they're all using the same core mechanics, which is awkward. Ban Gladius Task Force, see what happens. That would be, well, you just play Blade of Ultramar. Do you also ban Blade of Ultramar? Because then you just further push people into Ultramarines. All right, chat. Definitely of mixed minds about this thread, but I thought it was a funny thread to talk about. Should we talk about the main topic of the video today? Who's ready to meet Clarence? Here we go, chat. This is where it all started. It has a tag on the Tyranid Reddit. So 5 days ago, we're like piping hot, cutting edge news right now. 5 days ago, Tato HR posted, "What do you think of my first attempt at kick bashing? An exocrine?" I like that it's a question mark. It seems like he's like, "What do you think of my first? What do you think of my first attempt at kick bashing? It's an exocrine." But it sounds like he's like, "It's an exocrine? Well, maybe. Is it? Great question. One of life's great mysteries." First attempt at kid bashing, fair enough. You know what? I gotcha. The Tyranid subreddit had a fucking field day with this. Get rid of these ads. We don't like those. This biomass hitting different. I set this up so we can keep a reference picture of Clarence on the screen at all times here. So as people are commenting on the, let's put it at the top. Top is better. As people are, or I guess like top over here maybe. Then it doesn't get in the way of the stuff on the left hand side. As people are commenting that it's amazing. This biomass is hitting different. When you hit an exocrine bong and you get neurons consumed by the hive mind. Stay strong, Clarence. Be strong for the hive mind, they say. It just goes forever. It goes forever. The Norn Queen had too much Zaza. Hive Ride rolled a nat 1 on Perils of the Warp. These comments are brutal, by the way. But this person has it correct. TA2556. This is one of the things that's so wonky, it wraps all the way around to being great. By the way, this is for sure a miniature that I would have made when I was a kid. I almost basically did make this miniature when I was a kid. When I was first getting started at 40K, and I was like, I don't know, 13 or something. I'd be like, I have stapled several things together and made a horrible, some sort of incredible, like chimeric entity. And what do you guys think? I made at one point, I remember I took a plastic dinosaur and made it into like a stegodon from Warhammer Fantasy back in the day. I was very proud of it, but it definitely was like the same vibe as this thing. But TA2556 says this is one of those things that's so wacky, it wraps around all the way back around to being great. This is basically the room of kit bashes, I think. Lacrino says OPS definitely fucked this. I don't love the implications of that because this is probably an underage person who made this. So not my favorite comment in the world, but very funny all the same. One of the most amazing things ever. It's so amazing you could use it as a proxy at a GW store and they wouldn't care. Just waiting for the painting tutorial to come out on YouTube. The bear from Annihilation merged its DNA with a gun. Classic. Instead of like screaming with the voice of the last person it killed, it just shoots you. Incredible. It's a heritage post. Very good. These are very good, chat. So, that all being the case, I don't even have like a list of threads that we're going to look at here because this is the entire Tyranid subreddit, and it might just be taking over the rest of the rest of the community as well. This reminds me of an early 20th century depiction of a dinosaur mixed with how medieval monks drew animals. Very good. Very good. Proper base size and profile, slap it down and let's play. What's the original model? What medium did you use for the gun? It is the correct base size. Original model was a 2-headed dragon. 1 head was used for the face. Oh, we cut the head off. I see. We cut the head off and we stuck it on the thing. Used PVC pipes and lots of silicone. Silicone? Oh, no. Why is it made of silicone? OP is not beating the allegations. That's very funny. I did not realize that. Oh my god. If my opponent slams this down with good line of sight, I concede on the spot. Why is it made of silicone? That killed me. The silicone things killed me. Oh my god. Gonna comment on this masterpiece before it gets archived. Will leave my mark on this golden post. Oh, incredible. All right, chat. So this is... Hey, you can't steal the Nickasar from us Tau players. So this is the origins of Clarence, chat. And Clarence has since absolutely consumed the entire Tyranid community. It's the only thing that anyone will ever talk about ever. And so let us simply watch and indulge in the blissful tirade of incredible memes that we are about to experience. Here we go. Yeah. I saw the Auspex Tactics thing. Yeah, Auspex Tactics did a short about Clarence, and then talks about it in a video, like a channel update video, that it was like his best performing video of all time. Incredible, absolutely incredible. It's the true power of Clarence. Here is a gorgeous, absolutely amazing artistic rendition. Squeeze the body that actually shoots. Oh boy. Yikes. An artistic rendition of Clarence. Amazing. Looks great. There's some real posts here. We have to... The problem is, like, all these real posts are amazing. Look at this fucking shit. That's so cool. But we have to keep going to find the Clarence. Wombat of Life asking the important questions here. Can I proxy this as Clarence? I want to see the comments. Is this a meme? This is good. I'm saving this. Wait a minute. That's mine now. That's incredible. That's very good. I know Clarence is really hard to find in official stores right now. It's very expensive, but it's really worth the effort. Like, Clarence Proxy will never be as good as the real deal. I think Clarence is one of those holy grail miniatures. It's unfair. We have constructed an official packaging for Clarence, which is very good. Do I see the 3D model? Yeah. It's transcended that even. He's now in Tabletop Simulator. You can play Clarence on TTS. It looks like a canine schlong. Thanks, I cannot see it now. Response. I thought that's why you guys played Nits. Looks close enough for a proxy, but I like the original paint scheme better. This is nice. Isn't a 3D sculpt. I hope the mods update the rules so there's no more Clarence sarcasm allowed. Clarence is serious subject. He's just trying his best. Very good. Oh no, chat. I closed the tab by accident. Let me open that up back again. Come back. Come back. All right, we're back, chat. Let me go find our place. Here we go. It is, so it's been 5 days, by the way, chat. And this person has already, we have a 3D sculpt of Clarence. This person 3D printed it and painted it. Box art style Clarence is done. Already done. Look at him go. Why does the gun look like that? Because it's made of silicone. It's so big. High Fleet Clarence and Judgment Wind. It just looks so gaping. Why does it look like that? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Clarence needs to be a mount for next year's Red Goblin. Make this happen. We need a bio-size Clarence. Get on it. We need Marius Calgar on Clarence. The response is this incredible, blissful thing. Clarence gets mount. You can put things in it. You can use it to store, stuff, right? Lots of stuff in there. We got a Tyranid flashlight before GTA 6. Another Clarence has appeared. Oh no, this is OG. This is the OG Clarence. He's gonna fight a Norn emissary proxy. This is very big poto. Oops, nope, we didn't want that. Do you love me, Paper Norn? I love that that Tato here is just leading into it. It's like, I've started the ball rolling. We've just got to ride this out as long as we can. Clarence has arrived to aid High Fleet Merker. Another Clarence appears. A new challenger appears. It's so big. It's so funny because the 3D printed version looks so much more gaping. It looks like so much bigger and broader than the original. For sure, they just leaned into this gun. And they leaned into it with gusto. Again and again. New 500 World Tyranid's gonna have Clarence data sheets. It should. Honestly, doesn't look half bad painted. Unironically, chat, I wouldn't look twice. The Execred through the ages in the 90s. Who remembers this thing, by the way? This is an Execred looked like when I started playing 40K. Back in my day, this was the only thing we saw that looked like an Execred. Execred 2010s? Yuck. Disgusting. 2026. The biblically accurate Execred. It has taken 30 years, but we finally have an Execred that matches the lore, and it is this one right here. We're there. We've made it, chat. We finally have, accurate-looking Adeptus Custodes with that new line, and now we can have them fight a canonically accurate Execred. Incredible. Clarence made it into another Auspex Actions video. He's covered the situation. He's live. He's live with it. It's good. It's good that we have someone who can discuss the metagame. I don't even play this game, but he calls to me. That's very good. Female custodian's rage bait video one? Oh my god. So should we do just like a, I don't know. Do we want to get into that and get another visit from who's that guy? The Pontius or whatever? Talk about people yelling at their custodians has a ponytail. Oh no. Let's spread the holy gospel of Clarence the Almighty. When you don't even need cultists or gene stealers to infiltrate other subreddits. Osbex has his finger on the pulse of Clarence. Oh man, I don't want to know what that feels like. Is it not safe for work to discuss the pulse of Clarence, chat? Have your finger on it or in it? You know what I'm saying? This Clarence situation is wild. This, I guess, is a screenshot from the Osbex Tactics video. Someone in a Discord server asked me to talk about him for fun, so I made a short. I thought it'd be a fun video that might get a few folks to laugh. Somehow it's the best reporting video in one day on the channel ever. It beat the 10th edition reveal for views in 1 hour. On track to beat it over views in a 24-hour period. Of course. How could you? If you see Clarence on a thumbnail of a YouTube video, you click on it, dude. To not do so would be the height of heresy. The FBI comes to your house and they say, why don't you have the proper respect for Clarence? Where you don't watch the entirety all the way through of an Osbex Tactics short talking about our Lord and Savior, this exocrine proxy. The sparkle eye. The drag. Oh, we found it. Is it real? Is that the real one? Where's the picture? Oh, I have the picture up. Just kidding. We could look. We found the OG Clarence. This is the progenitor. Is that? No, that doesn't look the same. Is it? I guess so. The head looks a little different. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the paint job on this thing looks. The side by side, it's gorgeous. Correction, it's this one. Oh, okay. That one. Is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is this one. There you go. We have the evidence. Tato has steered us the correct way with the original pieces of evidence. It was called Two-Headed Dinosaur Toy. Thanks. That's good. The fact that we're getting a kit bash lore dump is amazing. If people like going in and like hyper analyzing every anatomical feature of the two-headed dragon toy, would love to see a tutorial. The two heads are modeled for advantage. You can see anything, but then again, Clarence sees all. So the two heads, one sees the future and one sees the past, right? And Clarence just knows the present because he's basically omniscient. So it's important for him. If he has the two heads, he ends up being too strong. This is very good chat. I have to go back. Go back and find where I was. There's too many non-Clarence related articles here. Here we go. My Clarence. This looks good. That's a strong color scheme too. I like that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Literally flawless, no notes. Incredible. I like these like little horns. It looks like a snail. This is my favorite one so far, chat. My absolute favorite one. I loved the Stranger Things finale. There was no Vecna. There was no Mind Flayer. All along, it was Clarence. Turning the world upside down, chat. This edit goes so hard, too. I don't know, he's like breathing fire and shit. This is very well done. This is extremely well done work. It looks great. You know, he was getting overdone with the AI slot machine, just started churning it out. Chat. The only time it's acceptable to use AI, generative AI, is when you're making silly shit posts. The one acceptable use of generative AI. Oh, it is AI? It's not an edit? That's interesting. Clarence content creators are asked to avoid excessive use of AI to maintain what little integrity remains. I don't know, chat. I think it's okay to make memes for AI. If there's anything you can use AI for, it's stupid memes. This is a dearth of Clarence content. Oh, I think we've have we passed the Clarence apocalypse over here? I think we might be. Although Reddit just like shows things in random orders. Here we go. You can't use Clarence as a Tyranid proxy because it's Constantine Valdor. What is this? The AI like fucking destroyed the side of the box. Incredible. Just absolutely unreadable. Why is it Constantine Valdor? This is very good. Just finished up my Vindicator proxy. Is this a good storm surge? Would it work well as an obliterator? Can I proxy it as a Plague Burst crawler? Master is it a good Master of Executions proxy? Is this one guy? This is one person who did all these, right? That's no good. You can't do one person. You have to do it naturally. So Clarence and Adeptus Custodes. Would this be a suitable Telemon proxy? We got females custodians. Is there a chance of a female Clarence? Chad, I have pretty... I'm fairly reasonably confident Clarence is already female. Very good, chat. All right. There is a data sheet around here somewhere, and I want to find it. I'm gonna just like search for it on the thing. So that we can talk about it as we wrap up things here. I think we've exhausted most of the Clarence memes. Here we go. New Clarence data sheet just leaked. Hell yeah. Let's get into this. Let's talk about some serious business. It's memes aside, this is going to have a transformative impact on the Warhammer 40,000 metagame. And it's important that we prepare for it. Maybe next week in Tactical Tuesday, we'll talk about how to defeat Clarence, because you're going to need it with this data sheet, chat. Clarence is a move 8, T11, 3+ save. He's basically a Tyranid monster, but, you know, that's fine. He's leadership 5 for some reason. Clarence is not afraid of anyone. He cannot be battle shocked. He is the one who battle shocks. With OC6 for whatever reason. Can it be milked? Is Clarence one of the redacted Primarchs? Almost certainly, for sure. He started his own Space Marine Legion, went to do his own cool thing. He has 2 ranged weapons. He can attack with both of them. His Bioplasmic Obliterator is either... This is very good. So he shoots 2d6 anti-infantry 3, strength 6, AP 1, D3 damage, range 12. towards attacks, auto hits. Doesn't ignore cover, though, so it's like every Tyranid torrent where it inexplicably doesn't ignore cover. He has a bioplasmic obliterator, which either shoots D3 railgun shots. Eat your heart out, Mutilith Vortex Beast. I shoot D3 times your 1 attack. Or a mechanically a dispersed profile with a mechanically irrelevant blast keyword. Because blast, little known fact, only works if you have a random damage character or a random attack characteristic. Why? I don't know. No one has ever been able to explain that to me. There is, I believe, exactly one datasheet in the game that currently has a fixed attack characteristic blast weapon, and it's like the Warlord Titan. So nobody cares. Just do anything. In this case, though, Clarence is really strong, so it will be important. We would probably get an FAQ to the core rules to make this work, I think. You know? We have to. There's no way that they would release a Clarence datasheet without it being perfect, mechanically perfect in every way. It's strength 7, AP 1, 2 damage. Love it. Clarence has his own Maw. It's just the Clarence Maw. He's 8 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 18, AP 3, D6 plus 2 damage. This is the strength 26, damage 30 Hormigaunt we were always asking for. We finally have it. This dude, like, one-shots a night. He is only move 8, though. So you got to get him there. You play him in Subterranean Assault, though, he's going to hit like a truck. He's coming in. He's coming for you. He gets -2 OC and -1 to hit if you bring him to 6 wounds. So he does degrade. He has Deep Strike. Also, he has the Devastating Wound ability. What does that mean? Why does he have Devastating Wounds as an ability on his data sheet? No grenade keyword, bad data sheet. Also, he's a borrower. And he's Titanic. He has 14 wounds. Why is he Titanic? Well, he's within the synapse range. He gets a 5+ field obeyed because he's strong for the Norn. Should be specifically if it's a Norn emissary. He's a burrower, so he works in Somersault. I mean, he already works in Somersault. I guess he could add new tunnels. He uses the big gun as a shovel. He digs a hole. When a model in a friendly unit that is within 9 inches of this model is destroyed, roll a d6. And a 4+, do not remove that model. If it is a shooting phase, you can shoot immediately. If it's a fight phase, then you can fight immediately. As if it was your shooting phase, then it's removed. So it gives you 4+ shoot and fight on death for every model, every friendly unit within 9 inches. Like your whole army gets to 4+ shoot or fight on death. Gorgeous, chat. Absolutely gorgeous. The Tyranid warriors of the Scythe of the Hivemind. These are supposed to be Tyrant Guard. The Tyrant Guard are the protectors of the Hivemind. The gargoyles are the wings of the Hivemind. But Clarence, Clarence is and will always be the heart of the Hivemind. Be strong, Clarence. MFM Points League say he's going to be 245. Hope you can all get your hands on one. Incredible. New nit strategy for everyone to hug Clarence and walk into the middle. Just attack your opponent on their turn. It's fine. This is gonna carry the Codex in 11th edition. The Clarence plus Dominatrix combo will be crazy. Oh, we get the Dominatrix call out. Dude. Life competition 9577. First time, bro. Yeah, that's an actual canonical Tyranid unit, by the way, chats. The Tyranid Dominatrix. They made a datasheet for it in the Apocalypse supplement, I believe. And it had a old it had an old epic 40k miniature. Yeah, there's a bunch of like conversions online for it. Here it is. This is the official canonical Dominatrix. It has literally the little chair from Aliens on it. But I guess the idea is that like this is old, like OG early 40k. This is a studio model, by the way. They left like gaps in the base. I love it. It has little flags. You got a little flag on it. Everything had to have a flag in Epic 40k. If you didn't have a flag, how are people gonna know who you were? But I think the idea was like this is like a hive tyrant or something, or a warrior, and it would like slot in to this like seat and control the dominatrix like it was a vehicle. It would pilot it around. But yeah, that's just the little jockey chair from Alien. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, chat. Philanger's 14 with Titanic because his aura is just that big. It's because your opponent's intimidated when he gets placed on the battlefield. Here's the OG. Oh, this might have been a fan-made one. Actually, I think it was. I don't know if they made this for the actual, Apocalypse supplement. Used to give any model in base contact initiative 1, so they always struck last in melee. They hit automatically and always wound on a roll of a 4+. What? What does that mean? Sports roll any model in base contact. During the assault phase and strike at initiative 1. So it has a spore attack. What does the spore do? It doesn't say. Cool. Thanks, datasheet. It gives Eldar Titan holofields. It causes enemies to remove the effect of fearless, stubborn, and they shall know no fear until the next dominatrix turn. Okay. This may not use another elite edition value. I think this is fan made. I don't think this is real. Although, in fairness, 4th edition 40K was a lot like that. Isn't that just a Hyrule? It's like a fucked up Hyrule. Yeah, that is an actual canonical Tyranid unit, by the way, though. It was a big Titan class. But I think they have shied away from it. It might even be decanonized at this point. Because it's hard to sell a kit called the Dominatrix these days. I think that would not maybe go quite as well with the corporate overlords at GW nowadays. At like 1989 when the original model was made, I think they were a little bit more laissez-faire with it, but now nowadays not so much. This data sheet's fake. No Tyranid could get leadership 5. What the hell does Devastating Wizard's a core ability data sheet do? It's for bragging rights. Incredible. Good stuff, chat. All right, chat. In order to balance this Ultra Priest will get 17 more named characters, a new Calgar sculpt, and O's lets you claim your opponent's next 3 direct deposits. That's very good. Why does bro have 8 railguns for a melee weapon? Oh, chat. Good stuff. We got misspelled Clarence approved. Love that. Perfect. Boycott 40K until we get Thunderhawk Calgar. Yeah, he just hops out. It's crazy because like you couldn't even do the Calgar Thunderhawk drop from the video game because he doesn't have Deep Strike built in on his Gravis datasheet. So flavor fail. Terrible. Oh my gosh. Chat. That is the saga of Clarence. One of the greatest miniatures of all time. New Tyranid datasheets. And the hero that can hopefully save the faction. And with that, I think we're going to... I'm tired now. We've been laughing at these memes too hard. Calgar is the Thunderhawk. All it is like it's the same sculpt, but you head swap the one little guy in the cockpit with a Calgar head. He's like, and the Thunderhawk can advance in charge now and fall back in charge. I'm gonna be live over on Twitch. There's my Twitch link in the chat in 30 minutes or so, I think. And I'll see y'all on over there. We're playing Space Wolves. I'm playing Chaos Demons. I'm playing against Space Wolves. Should be a good time. I don't know. I haven't played Chaos Demons in ages. I've been on the Salamanders kick for so long. But I'm like getting tired of Salamanders. I want to go back to like my roots. I'm not going to paint Salamander. I have a GT next week. I signed up. I actually registered for it. But I don't know if I'm going to play Salamanders because I'm definitely not going to paint them. Can you two not fight? Jesus Christ. So we'll see what happens anyway. Damn, Legion is short about Clarence. Amazing. that's very good. Like just totally deadpan it. Like here's Clarence. His Tyranid data sheet. He's got T11, 3+ save, 14 wounds. He's Titanic. He has devastating wounds on his weapons and on his data sheet for some reason. I don't know why. That's very good though. Very very on topic. Anyway, chat. I will see you all over there. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Keep it classy, folks, and have happy wargaming with Clarence. Cheers.